Hey y'all, it's your girl Tashana, and I'm back with another motivational video so we can change energies and raise frequencies to help make the world a better place. Do you know mental health is absolutely a real thing? Mental health will take people to very, very dark places and very, very high places and very, very light places. Like, your mental has the ability to control your life all the way around the board. And so many people sleep on doing better, being better, and feeling better because they care about what the next person thinks or what the next person's doing. Or they're programmed and conditioned into this world and watching TV, watching the news, watching these celebrities wanting to have the life that these people have, not knowing that most people are unhappy with life, with their self, with their situations, with their environment, with things they haven't healed from, by just continuing to go forward and masking and covering up the hurt and the pain instead of healing from it and helping other people heal from it. And it's sad because mental health will have an effect on you and the next generations to come if you do not change your way of thinking. It is completely unnecessary to keep following the same consistency and routines that you were raised in, that you did not like or that you did not agree with or you didn't know that you were being programmed and conditioned to be like. But as you got older, you see that morally and standardly, that's not the way to live and that's not the way to be. But most people keep on with the keep on because it's easier instead of stopping doing the wrong things and the easy things to do the hard things and the right things to better themselves, to get further in life, to go places they never, ever thought they could go and dream of. The only way you're going to push yourself to do better, be better, and feel better is if you're tired. If you're tired of your negative ways, if you're tired of your down ways, if you see something not working and you want to change it because you're tired of insanely doing the wrong things and causing your mentality to be in a downward spiral to where you're having suicidal thoughts, to where you cussing people out left and right, to where you can't pour in love and your emotions and your feelings and caring and kindness to your own kids. It's sad because you have parents out here that don't even acknowledge their child's good ways and to doing things in a better way, because maybe that child was born with an older soul than them. Maybe that child was born with way more information already internally inside that child that the parent don't even know, and just don't even acknowledge the fact that maybe my child is smarter than me. Maybe my child knows more than me. Maybe my child has something in them that I don't have. And instead of accepting that and looking into those possibilities, they just down that child or they exclude that child or they don't want to be around that child just because they don't understand that child or people. And it's sad because then in reality, in real life, those same parents or those same um, people that's around you that's trying to reach in and reap the rewards for the things that you've done want you to take care of them, want to be around during your success, but was nowhere to be found during your struggle. And if they were around during your struggle, they were the ones bringing you down or try to help bring you down or try to help cause mental anguish in your life. And sometimes some people don't know what they do. Sometimes they were raised off a trauma bond, so they're trying to raise you off a trauma bond. And trauma bonds are real. It's when the abuser causes so much trauma and so much negativity and so much things in your life that the child or the person getting abused or the victim starts to release endorphins and dopamine and things like that to make their body get um, attached or wanting to be around or just chasing after that abuser because it's in their body, it's in their DNA now to be like, this is normal, this is okay. And it happens over time, or you're conditioned and programmed to be like that because your mentality is not strong enough. You're just going with the flow. You're just going with the flow of life until you break free from them chains and you know there is another way and a different way. You can't see anything more. And I'm not gonna lie, I would have been a victim of trauma bonding, and I have. I'm not gonna say I haven't because I was in a marriage where I thought um, that it was true love, and it wasn't. It was a trauma bond. But neither here or there. I almost was raised in a trauma bond. But what happened was, um, I was in foster care. And going to foster care, I was shown another way of living. I was shown another life that is possible. When you coming out the trenches, out the hood, or out the ghetto, or off the streets, when you see something different and you know something else is possible, that's what you tend to go after and do and want and know that you got a taste of that. So why I can't have this? Why I gotta deal with this when I can have this? And that's the thing. My trauma bond didn't fully lock in place because I went to foster care and I was raised by, and I don't see color, but it's crazy because a lot of people do and the world do because we're conditioned into separating black and white when really there's only one race. And I always say united we stand, divided we fall. So again, I went to foster care and I was around and raised for 1 year out of my life by some amazing, amazing white people. And I still know their name to this day. And then not only that, like in the hood and the trenches and the ghettos, most of our teachers are white. Not discrediting black folks at all because part of me is black, part of me have black in me. And I have also other cultures in me, other ethnicities in me. So I'm not discrediting any type of ethnicity. What I'm saying is there is a lot of black folks out here that are against white people for no reason. There's racism both ways. And they don't see that because they feel like through history over time, America is the one that caused the slave trade. America is the one that caused black folks trauma, which is true with the slave trade and kidnapping and the Mayflower and throwing people abroad. But you have to realize when it's called the United States of America for a reason because all the ethnicities are united. So you're not fully black, you're not fully white, you're not fully Asian, you're not fully Mexican, you're not fully Latina. You literally have 1 to 10 different ethnicities inside of you. Nobody's pure race anymore. Nobody's their pure ethnicity anymore. And people lose sight of the truth that just because you look brown and black don't mean you're fully brown and black. And just because you look all the way Caucasian don't mean you fully Caucasian. You might have Indian in you, you might have Asian in you, you might have Latina in you, you might have different things in you that you don't even know that you have in you, but you snaring your nose up at the Caucasians, or you snaring your nose up at the Africans, or you snaring your nose up at Asians, when we all just need to get along and come together and come work together to kill the real beast of this land, which is the government, that the people, us as one brought up, raised from a baby, and turned it into this big old beast and monster that it is today, because we lost sight of who we really are with all these distractions that separate us as a race, one race, the human race. So when I tell you, your mentality has ways of uplifting you or lowering your vibration. Your mentality, your tongue, your thoughts out to your mouth, the things that you speak have the ability to pour life or death over you. And everything that we say out our mouth, every thought that we have, your body feels. You feel and you project out into this world. And whatever you project out is what you receive. So when I tell you, I was around and shown different things in my life when I went to foster care. And when I went to foster care, I went to a mansion. A mansion. And not a lot of kids get to go to mansions. Not a lot of kids even get the right foster care, because I know sometimes in the system today, the way the world is today, a lot of foster homes are no good. Things are happening in foster homes worse off than what it happened in the home that caused you to go to a foster home. And it's sad. It's sad, but again, it's the world and the government dividing the people so that they can have their hidden agendas and they can come over and cause more havoc and more negativity to put out into the world. So that's when I'm trying to tell y'all, you have to do the right thing about your offspring and about the next generation. And you have to help them have peace and happiness so we can help change the world as a whole, because we are all connected. We are literally all connected. When I started mentally doing better, I started seeing so many people across my timeline, so many people out in the world, so many people around me start to do better, all because they're being held and sustained by my higher energy and my higher frequencies that I'm putting off. So if you think that if I could do that, if other people around me do that, and we have more people in the world that do that, we can literally shift the the energies of the world for the better and cause happiness and elevation and higher consciousness and happiness for all people. And we could wipe out hunger, and we can start trade services, and everybody can just do what's right according to them. But a lot of people can't see the light or the dark, which could be the light and the light could be the dark again. Everything is in your mind, and I don't associate black with negativity and bad and things like that, and I don't associate light with negativity and bad and things like that, because again, the universe, God, the higher consciousness, um, the Lord, whatever you call it, is both light and dark. It's both yin and yang. It's both female and male. It's everything. So you just can't exclude something and be like, that's bad. No, everything is good. Everything is for you. And you have to be able to understand that and realize that, and stop being conditioned and programmed by the things or the ways of this world, because we're in this world, not of this world. We're in this world, not of this world. So you have to understand that you were brought here for a purpose and a reason, just like I was brought here for a purpose and a reason. And you have the choice to do better, be better, and feel better on a daily basis. But because it's easy to do the wrong things, or because you don't know how to change or know how to heal, you want to X out and just do whatever. But you have to remember, this next generation, your little people, your nieces and nephews, everybody is watching you, and they know when you don't really care about them. They can feel when you really don't care about them. They can see that you really don't care about them, and that hurts them in itself. And then you don't think about how you felt as a child, because you covering up your pain and your hurt, because you're scared to show emotions, because you're scared to be vulnerable. Well, I'm here to tell you, you need to feel that in order to grow. That's people's problem. They're trying to mask it. They're trying to mask their mental issues and their mental problems with drugs, which entirely in itself is going to make you worse off in the end. It's not going to help you grow. It's not going to help you succeed. It's not going to help you learn new things if your mentality is not strong enough to break through the tiredness and laziness and unhealthy habits and time it takes to do the things to make your mind be in an altered state or a false reality. And trust me, it takes time to live in a false reality. When you trying to get away from your negativity, when you trying to get away from your past, it takes time to keep running from it instead of just facing it and doing the work, which is the best thing that you can ever do because it gives you so much peace and happiness and so much. If I could do this, I know I could do this. If I went through this and I came off better than I was before this happened, then I know I could do this and push to the next level. So, like I say, it all starts with your mentality. And going to a foster home was one of the best things that ever happened to me because, again, it showed me a different way of living. When I tell you, these people showed me more love, more consistency, more care, more kindness, more that they cared about the quality of my life than the situations, environments, and people and places and things that I was around before I even went to foster care. That it blew my mind. Like, it's people out here like this, and they white, and I was taught and told so much about white people that it's not adding up. It's not adding up because I was taught that they was this type of way, but they really this type of way, and they really like changed my mind frame and my thinking for the better. Some of the most amazing people, positive people that I've had in my life are white, are Caucasian, or just of lighter skin. I'm not going to even put an ethnicity on it anymore, of lighter skin, because it's only one race. I don't believe in all that extra stuff. You can have different ethnicities, but there's only one race, the human race. We are all brothers and sisters. We are all connected. We are all one. United we stand, divided we fall. And I'm going to say that to the world blow up. I don't care. United we stand, divided we fall. And if you go out here and you look and see the good in everybody, then you can put out good and feel good, but also do no harm, don't take no shit. So you have to protect yourself and know that you're protected at all times. And I said all this to say mental health is really real. And I'm a life coach. I'm a motivational speaker, so I tend to attract broken souls. I tend to attract hurt people, and hurt people hurt people. But most importantly, hurt people hurt themselves the most. And I know somebody who came to me. I'm not going to give the exact day, exact time, but they came to me and they told me that they're not going to be around for a while. And me being the person that I am, I'm a very curious person, especially when I feel lower energy and people that need to be helped. And they said they're not going to be around for a while. And I asked them why. And they came out and told me that they're checking themselves in. Did you know I congratulated that person? I gave that person a high five. I really should have gave that person a hug, but I couldn't bring myself to it because um, I never was as low as to having thoughts of suicide. Um, but I know what the feeling is to not want to be here anymore. Um, because again, before I did my healing, before I was in a place of peace and happiness, I went through a whole bunch of mental obstacles to get where I am today. So I know the feeling that he or she was having. And for me to hug that person, I didn't want that energy to jump back into me because, again, the people that you're around, the things that you do, the environments and situations you could pick up on those energies and frequencies. And I didn't want that. So I did give them a high five, um, just so I could not transfer so much of that energy onto myself and feel their pain. Because if you're an empath, you tend to feel a lot of people's pain. And so I'm in the process of learning how to not feel as much as other people's energy, in order to keep myself high and help as many as people as I can. But also when you do attract energy or you do get other people's energy, you can transmute that. And then you can give it to the angels, give it to God, give it to the higher consciousness so it can decode it and get it gone from you and push positive back out into the energy, into the world. But this person came up to me and said they're checking themselves in, and it's amazing. And that takes strength and courage in itself. And we need more people that will try to help themselves before they try to off themselves. It's people out here that want to help you. It's people out here that will listen to you. It's people out here that care about you and the quality of your life, even when it's not your immediate relatives or your immediate household or your immediate people around you, because they don't know that they're busy, or they don't know that they're putting negativity into you, or they don't know that they're not pushing you forward. Or maybe that's a sign from God telling you you need to get out into the world and do what's best and right for you, that you need to start focusing on you and what causes you to have peace and happiness, instead of trying to make everybody else happy or stay in a situation that's bringing you down, or making you negative, or making you have thoughts that you don't matter, because everybody matters. Everybody is capable of being loved and being loved. But I just want to congratulate this person again, which they could be watching or not watching, but they're on a journey of trying to heal their mental and heal their their body, their physical, their mental, their emotions, so they can do better, feel better, and be better. And this is not the first person that's came to me saying that they had thoughts of killing themselves. I have another person that came to me not too long ago and said, because of me, because of the energy that I put out, because of the higher frequencies that I push out and I give off, I saved their life, because literally that day they were going to try to kill themselves. But now in this present day, they're doing better. They're being positive. They're trying to change. Change don't happen overnight. So yes, people have relapses. Yes, people fall back down. Yes, people have to go through the hard things in order to get to their blessings. Like, you have to go through it in order to heal from it. And there's just been multiple people that let me know, because of the good energy that I put off, it has stopped them from killing themselves, or it just made them want to do better for theirself. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm so grateful for that, that I can be that energy, that force, that field, that frequency that helps raise their vibration to love theirself more, because that's all it is. It's me loving myself more is why I'm able to be happy, have happiness, and have peace and abundance and prosperity. I cracked the code of self-discipline and self-love because I did a lot of reading, and I still do a lot of reading. And reading takes you places. It opens your mind to places and things that you never even can envision or have had envisioned in life. So, like I say, united we stand, divided we fall. And I'm not going to put any ethnicities on these people that I've helped mentally. Again, there's more people to come, and they're of all ethnicities. When I tell you, it's more than one ethnicity that has had suicidal thoughts and have came and told me about it. And the fact that either I helped save their life or I pushed them to do better for themselves and love themselves, and I never told anybody to check themselves into any type of facility, but this person came up to me and told me this is what they're doing, because they want to live, they want to have some type of happiness, they want to do better. You gotta love yourself first, and that is ultimate love. Like, going beyond the veil, going beyond of what the program then conditioning is, like a stigma that a lot of people grow up with is black people don't go to counseling. Bullshit. Bullshit. And I just use that stigma because I grew up in black communities, black environments around black people, and bullshit. That causes your mentality to fall, that causes you to learn to be prideful. And pride will kill you, and stress will kill you quicker than anything. And pride will make you lose some of the best things you've ever had in life. So learn how to release your emotions, learn how to release your hurt, learn how to heal from things one day at a time, one step at a time. That's all it takes. But your mentality can take you places, can give you life, or it can give you death. You literally can bring heaven or hell in an instance to your life in a day. Matter of fact, you could be heaven and hell all in one day. So just try to keep being positive and keep reinforcing your thoughts to be positive so you could stay in positivity and put out positivity. And like always, y'all know what I'm about to say. For whatever it's worth, I love y'all. And I hope y'all have a very beautiful, blessed day. Mwah.